Yeah, well, we'll go to the main one first, Marco. Joshua Usyk too. One of the biggest fights of the year, obviously. And look, we got to go back because it's a rematch. It's the second fight between these two. So going back to that first fight, it's this is going to be a much different fight because Anthony Joshua's game plan going into that first fight against Usyk, was to try and box him. Look to kind of contest the middle of the ring, battle of the lead hands type of affair. But I can almost say without a shadow of a doubt, that won't be the case this time around. Joshua has to be more aggressive. He has to go on the hunt for Usyk in there, but that doesn't necessarily mean being reckless either. Obviously, it's got to be, aggressiveness in a kind of controlled manner, controlled bursts, and it's got to be from a range that Joshua's effective at as well. So, Joshua is one of the best mid-range punchers on the planet. He's extremely explosive, carries massive power in both hands, lead hooks, hooks are in the guard, uppercuts. At mid range, this guy's punch selection is absolutely devastating. And it's something that he already showed in that first fight. He caught Usyk with a beautiful kind of picture perfect left uppercut right to the solar plexus. That hurt Usyk. He kind of wheeled away, winded, for a brief second, looking for that escape route. So that's something when we talk about Joshua being more aggressive in this rematch that he simply cannot allow to happen this time around. He cannot allow Usyk to simply circle away, from danger whenever he feels like it. Joshua's got to get on him, when he feels he has him hurt. Easier said than done, obviously. We're talking about a master boxer here in Usyk, and try and rip off those destructive mid-range combinations that he's so effective at. So that's why Joshua's brought in Robert Garcia in the camp along with Angel Fernandez for this fight. Try and implement a more offensive game plan for the rematch. The only question is obviously, whether he can do it or not. Joshua has to walk such a tightrope in this fight, in my opinion. We already said he has to be aggressive, but he can't be too aggressive. He can't, collapse the pocket because Usyk's the much better fighter. And he can't he can't keep reacting to lead hand feints all night. So you have to picture this rematch almost like, Luke Skywalker going up against the Death Star. Every conceivable advantage in the ring, bar power lies with Usyk in this fight. Higher ring IQ, better footwork, more stamina, greater variety of angles. Usyk has it all. Look, to wrap it up, can he do it? Obviously, when you're carrying as much power as a guy like Anthony Joshua does, anything is possible. Um, I just don't believe he can. Usyk to me has far too many wrinkles to his game. He's beefed up considerably from that first fight as well. It looks like actually Usyk's the one that wants the stoppage in this fight. Wants to prove a point. He's carrying Ukraine on his back, obviously, with everything that's happening over there. So I backed Usyk by stoppage prop in the first fight, round 7-12. We got 12-1 on that. And we were so close to hitting that. Usyk had him all over the shop in that final round. I actually had Johnny Detroit messaging me at one point about the phantom 10 seconds. You'll have to look it up yourself at the end. But I think it's highly likely Usyk goes one better this time around, closes the show. So I have a 5% prop play uploaded for this fight at Wager Talk. You can grab that right now. But in terms of a side and something I've already bet personally, I'm rolling with Usyk by stoppage here plus 220, as I believe we do see Usyk make a statement on Saturday night.